Welcome to Game 2 of the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series here on Day 3 of 4. I'm Michael, now on Field 1 here. Glad to have you with us. And we are ready for some baseball in the winner's bracket between Louisiana and Alabama. Should be a good one. Both teams are undefeated going into today's game. I've done quite a few of the Louisiana games. Done all but one of them so far in this tournament. Have yet to see Alabama play, so it'll be fun. Weather's holding off so far. A little bit of a breeze in the outfield, but no rain yet. We got one game in earlier. That was North Carolina defeating Arkansas 7-1 in the loser's bracket, eliminating Arkansas. North Carolina moves on. They will take on the loser of this game at 2:30, and then the winner of this contest won't play again until 4:30 this afternoon against the winner of South Carolina, Tennessee, happening now over on Field 2. So like I said, a good one for us here today, and we're going to go through the lineups real quick. First for the visitors, Louisiana. We'll start off by Dalen Powell, Austin Lee, Aiden Adams, Jacob Brantley, Kason Willis, Tristan Nasser, Tyler Osborne, Clarence Manyweather, Hudson Wilkerson, Jack Smith, Nate Smith, and Keegan Compton. They are led by head coach Hunter Smith, Anthony Nasser, Eric Wilkerson, and Dwayne Adams. And then for Alabama, their lineup consists of Bryson Suhaki, Liam Bantow, Gregory Roush, Levi Summers, Colt Wilson, Mike Woody, Ethan Lavanda, Tyler Searles, Sam Hall, Jeremy Griggs, Beckham Duncan, J.J. McCall, and their head coach is Josh Suhaki, and the assistants are Greg Roush, Dustin Wilson, and Jake Allen. Jake Allen, not to be confused with the Buffalo Bills quarterback. And we're getting ready to play some baseball here. Dalen Powell is going to lead off for Louisiana. Remember, guys, text me your shoutouts. I know Rustin, you guys have been great so far. One of the best teams I've had shouting outs. So keep that up, Alabama. Hope to hear from your fans as well. See if you can match Louisiana's intensity. And we're ready to go here about as Dalen Powell, I think, has a helmet problem potentially. And he comes out with a brand new helmet and ready to bat. Powell's been one of the best shortstop I've seen here in this tournament. Got a lot of athleticism and a lot of range over there in the 6-hole. He's been fun to watch. And he steps on to the right side of the plate and receives a pitch and does not swing, taking it. Alabama in those nice green unis, contrasting to the yellows that Louisiana has. Looking like LSU out there. As Powell rips a ground ball up the middle that skips over the glove of the pitcher, but the Alabama second baseman able to corral it. That would be Gregory Roush, but he has no throw as Powell, the speedster, beats it out and has a base hit to begin today's ball game. And then I'll bring up Austin Lee to the plate. Takes first pitch, grounds it to third, where it is fielded smoothly by Mike Woody, who makes the throw to second in time to retire Powell and record the first out. Lee safe at first on the fielder's choice. And Aiden Adams now at the plate. His father, Dwayne Adams, the coach over at first base, and Adams takes that pitch. An Alabama contingent over there already rowdy. A lot of fans from Montgomery made their way up here. And I was told it's Alabama team 20-1 heading into this tournament. Impressive record. Only loss was in state tournament in the best 2 of 3 series. And Adams hits a hard ground ball to second that is knocked down by Roche initially, but it sneaks past him into the outfield. That's a base hit for Adams. And Lee goes to second, bringing Jacob Brantley to the plate with runners in scoring position here in the top of the first. And he hits a chopper up the middle that is picked by the pitcher, Beckham Duncan, who turns around, makes a throw to second to retire Adams, and then Lee goes to third. Thought about coming home. Thought better of it as the throw was cut off there, and Brantley sneaks to second. But he's going to be sent back as time was called before he left the bag. And so now Louisiana will have runners on the corners with 2 outs. And Kason Willis now at the plate. And he hits a pop fly to the right side of the infield that will be caught by first baseman Jeremy Griggs to end the inning. So Louisiana strands a few. Runners on the corners, and Alabama gets out of the inning unscathed. We're going to go to the bottom of the frame. Tied up at nothing. And for Alabama, Brian Suhaki, Liam Bantow, and Gregory Roush due up when we resume play here. And remember, don't forget to subscribe to the JockJive YouTube channel. We stream all Dixie youth baseball, most youth sports, and high school football in the fall to our YouTube channel, and you'll want to know first what games are coming your way. And if you want a download of any of the games from this weekend, they're only $5 each. Just email info@jockjive.com. That email address is info@jockjive.com. And tell us what game you want. We'll send an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by debit or credit card, and the games will be on their way to you. That's info@jockjive.com for a keepsake you'll want to have for a lifetime. And Twitter and Facebook, great way to keep up with JockJive. On Twitter, we're at JockJive, and on Facebook, simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine. We give you scores, schedules, game highlights, event updates, and more. And that's a great way to keep up with all of JockJive sporting events. Already some shout-outs coming our way from the Louisiana faithful. Shout out to Tyler Osborne. Today is his 9th birthday. Happy birthday, Mom and Brian are cheering for you from Ruston, Louisiana. Well, happy birthday, Tyler. Thank you guys for that shout-out. As Suhaki grounds one hard to third, where I believe that is Osborne. Number 3 is indeed non-cued. Osborne makes a nice play at third to record the first out of the inning for Louisiana. And that'll bring up Liam Bantow. And we got another shout out to Louisiana boys. Thank you. And good luck to Ruston. As Bantow fouls one off. And it's getting hot out here, guys. Sun poking through the clouds a little bit there through the gray skies. As Bantow rips one back to Osborne past his diving outstretched glove and is cut out by Brantley in left field to prevent extra bases. And Alabama has their first base runner on with one out in the bottom of the first inning. And I'll bring Gregory Roush to the plate, number 5. Takes that pitch inside. He hits a hard ground ball up the middle that gets past the infield into center. And there goes Bantow to third. Roush holds up at first on that single from Roush. So a good piece of hitting from him puts runners on the corners. And Alabama's in business with Levi Summers due up at the plate. This Alabama team is, what I've been told, maybe one of the best in the tournament, if not the best. Beat up Virginia yesterday 14-1. As Summers hits a ground ball up the middle, fielded by Powell, steps on second, going for 2. And it's in time. Dalen Powell turns the unassisted double play to end the inning. As I mentioned, the first inning, he's been tearing up on the defensive end, and he does so right there. So that's a 6-3 double play that gets Louisiana out of that jam and sends them back to the plate. And we're going to head to the top of the second. All knotted up at 0. And we're going to take a quick timeout and come back for the second inning. 0-0 Alabama, Louisiana in the winner's bracket. JockJive Sports. Welcome back. Michael Nauf here. We're going to begin with a shout out. Shout out to Clarence Manyweather from your Chaldron crew, Cole, Ryan, and Emily. Thank you guys. And we're about to start top of the second with Tristan Nasser, number 11, due up at the plate. Going to be receiving pitches from his father. And Nasser hops out of the way of that pitch. Didn't like it. And I'm going to take a quick second to adjust the camera.
Hot bats! Get the hot bats! They really do.
Should be a little bit better there for y'all. Nasser takes a few in the dirt and hits a ground ball to third. That goes in and out of the glove of Woody, who is able to knock it down but keep the ball in the infield. But Nasser reaches and be the leadoff runner for Louisiana. Here is birthday boy Tyler Osborne at the plate. So you can drive something in, break the Tyler score as he hits a single past the diving glove of Woody at third. And that puts runners on first and second as Nasser slides into second. Osborne, nice piece of hitting there. Found the 5-6 hole. And that'll bring up Clarence Manyweather, second baseman. And he swings and misses that pitch in the dirt. And he hits a ground ball to second. That will be fielded and flipped to the shortstop covering. Good turn there by Gregory Roush and Brian Suhaki. Nasser goes to third. Manyweather's at first. Nasser dancing around on third base, trying to force a throw. But Alabama wisely backs it out. And there are runners on the corners with one out. And that will bring up Hudson Wilkerson, number 9. And Wilkerson hits a pop fly that's dropped to the Alabama outfield. Nasser's going to race home and be the first run of the ball game. Everyone's safe for Louisiana. And it is 1-0. So Wilkerson doing something by putting the ball in play. And Louisiana capitalizes on some Alabama miscues to plate the first run and bring Jack Smith to the plate. The lefty hits a pop fly to the left side of the infield where Woody catches it for the second out of the inning. Runners hold. And Nate Smith will now take his chances. So 2 gone. Louisiana leads 1-0. He takes that pitch, didn't like it. And a swing and a miss from him. And he hits a short ground ball to the pitcher who fields it, makes a throw to first. Good turn by Beckham Duncan to end the inning. Louisiana gets a run, takes the lead. And Alabama will try to counter. In the bottom of the second. When we come back, we'll have that action for you. 1-0 Louisiana leads here on JockJive Sports. Welcome back. Going to begin with some shout-outs here. Got plenty from both sides. First one's going to be Let's Go Rustin. 10U is cheering you on. Thanks, guys. And this one's from Alabama. Go Team Alabama. Thanks, JockJive, for broadcasting. William Wade, Alabama State Director. Appreciate that. And then this one here. Lord, I'm so happy to hear you giving the play-by-play commentary today with all due... Thank you for that compliment there. I appreciate it. Telling me I'm doing a great job. I appreciate that. Go Team Louisiana and my grandson Nate Smith. Thank you all so much. I appreciate all the compliments y'all giving me. Means a lot. And we're back to baseball here in the bottom of the second inning as we begin things with Colt Wilson lining a single into center field. Put the leadoff man on for Bama. And they will try to tie or take the lead here in the bottom of the frame as Mike Woody now makes his first plate appearance of the ballgame. Woody's been solid over at first all game long. Made a few nice plays. There he goes, ripping a ground ball to the left side. It's going to be fielded over there by Osborne. Flips it to second where Manyweather covers the bag and retires Wilson for the first out of the inning. Nice job by birthday boy over at third. Turning 9 years old today. And now we have Ethan Lavanda at the plate. And he hits a pop fly to Powell at short, makes the catch. 2 outs now. Runner holds at first. And that'll bring up Tyler Searles. And he hits a fly ball to right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Woody's going to round second and head for third. The relay, though, is Powell is in time. Rifle to Osborne, who chases Woody down and tags it. Osborne turns on the Jets to make the out. Nice hustle from him. And ends the threat from Alabama. Louisiana retains their 1-0 lead, and we're going to go to the top of the third. We got ourselves a good ball game here, folks. I wouldn't go anywhere if I were you. And the Summer of Dixie is underway. Between now and mid-August, JockJive will be streaming all of this tournament, plus the Final Four for the Junior Dixie Boys Pre-Majors and Majors World Series. That's the AAA Ozone and Majors World Series in Lumberton, and so much more. Catch it all right here on JockJive.com. And don't forget to subscribe to the JockJive YouTube channel. We stream all Dixie youth baseball, most youth sports, and high school football in the fall to our YouTube channel, and you'll want to know first what games are coming your way. And for Louisiana, leading off this inning is going to be Keegan Compton. And Dalen Powell follow, and Austin Lee will bat third. They're still trying to jar my camera there, putting balls in the back cage. Another shutout here. Here we go, Louisiana. Way to be there, clearance number 13. He was there indeed, making one of those outs in the second. As Compton fouls the first one off. Got a few Louisiana players here with me. As they lead 1-0. You guys got plenty of shout-outs. You guys have the most probably of anybody. As Compton grounds one up the middle, that's fielded by the pitcher. That would be Duncan, makes the throw and retires Compton for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Dalen Powell. Powell is 1 for 1. An infield single in the first. Made that unassisted double play in the first inning as well. Quite a gem. As he has a big hack there, swings and misses. He wanted everything on that. And another big hack there was in the dirt. Got to protect here. Got to make contact. Stay alive. And a swing and a miss from him. That'll be a strikeout. And out number 2. Austin Lee now will get his second crack at the plate. He reached on a fielder's choice in the first. Ended up making it away to third, but was stranded there. And we'll do some damage. 2 outs. He hits a line drive to short. That goes under the glove of the diving Alabama shortstop Bryson Suhaki. Good effort from him, but that had a little too much juice on it from Lee, and he gets a 2-out single to give Louisiana some life here in the frame. And Aiden Adams will look to continue to do some damage with a runner on as he takes that pitch high and inside. And he fouls that one off into the netting. It gets trapped up there for the Birds. And a big hack from him there. Finds a 3-4 hole, but not quite, as the second baseman, that would be Roush, able to knock it down and keep it in the infield. Adams is safe, however. Lee coming home, now trapped in a rundown. As the throw came to the plate, he retreats back. Adams sneaks over to second in the process. So Louisiana now has 2 runners in scoring position. And Jacob Brantley with a great chance now to extend the Louisiana lead here in the top of the third inning. And they're getting hype here in the Louisiana dugout. I'm sure you can hear them. A rowdy bunch over here from the Bayou. Folks from Ruston sure are happy about that as Brantley takes that pitch in the dirt. And Brantley, big swing there out in front. And we have some equipment issues for the Alabama catcher. The knee saver kind of popped off there. That would be, I believe, Sam Hall. As Brantley grounds one to first, that bounces off the chest of Jeremy Griggs, but he knocks it down, recovers, steps in the bag, and ends the inning. So Louisiana, once again, strains a couple runners in the frame. They still lead 1-0, and we're going to go to the bottom of the third inning as they cling to a 1-run lead. Alabama looking to get back in this one. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll see if Alabama can tie it up. You're listening to JockJive Sports. Welcome back. Going to start with a few shout-outs here to begin the inning. Let's go, Louisiana. I love my number 8, Nate Smith from Dad. Chris Smith in Arcadia, Louisiana. Thanks, guys, for that. And they're telling Case and Willis to get back to the dugout. And let's go, Keegan. And let's go, Tristan and Coach Anthony. Love Ma. As Sam Hall puts a line drive into left center field. That's caught out there by number 8. That would be yes, that is Nate Smith out there with a nice catch. Leaping up, ripping it out of the air. And there's one gone in the bottom of the third. And Jeremy Griggs, first baseman, now at the plate, fouls that pitch off. And this is interesting. Coach Anthony, who is throwing the pitches for Louisiana as Griggs ripped him foul to the left side, coached his brother 15 years ago in the World Series, and now has his son, Tristan, in this as well. So a little bit of family ties here as a ground ball to Powell is gobbled up, makes a throw to first in time. Nice play as Powell's cleat slid out from under him, but he's able to recover and retire Griggs at first. So 2 gone in the bottom of the third inning. Good defense on display here from Louisiana. And Beckham Duncan will now be at the plate. And we have happy birthday and good luck today. I love you so much and can't wait to see you. I miss you. That would be to Osborne as Dalen Powell once again flashing the leather. Makes a diving catch on a pop fly from Duncan. Full extension. That looked casual. No effort required. And Dalen Powell single-handedly getting Alabama out of innings. And we're going to go to the top of the fourth. Louisiana still clinging to that 1-0 lead. And there's plenty of at stake here. Both teams will continue to play after this. Just a matter of when and where. Should the loser of this game will turn around and immediately play on this same field at 2:30 against North Carolina. And the winner will advance to take on the winner of South Carolina and Tennessee. That is scheduled for 4:30, also here on Field 1. So no matter what, whether you're an Alabama fan, Louisiana fan, you'll be hearing my voice for your kids' next 2 games. Having a lot of fun doing it. This has definitely been one of the best games so far. Good defense. Good hitting, too. Just the defense has been superb from both teams. And definitely some of the highest baseball IQ amongst the folks here. And it's been a fun one so far as we're set to begin the top of the 4th inning. And it will be Case and Willis leading things off for Louisiana. And I guess the disappointment of Louisiana fans, they haven't called him LSU yet today. It was a mistake, but I think y'all seem to like that. And some of the Louisiana coaches, I know Dwayne Adams, when I talked to him about that, he was laughing and said, by all means, go ahead and call us LSU. We don't mind it. As Willis rips one up the middle, that is fielded by the pitcher. That would be Duncan. He retires Willis. And there's 1 gone in the 4th. And Tristan Nasser, who scored the game's only run in the 2nd inning, is now at the plate looking to produce a similar feat as he has a ground ball to the right side that gets past the diving glove of Gregory Roush. So he reaches for the 2nd time today, and that is his first base hit. And he has LSU in business. Tyler Osborne now at the plate. He'd hit a single in the 2nd inning, looking to repeat that performance, maybe even get some extra bases. We'll see what happens here as he takes the first pitch low. And happy birthday, James Willis. Definitely wrong field as Osborne hits a pop fly. That's a nice catch over there by the shortstop, Suhaki, who then fires one over to first as Nasser was leaning a little bit too much. And he's caught over there. And they're going to argue with him there is Nasser's going to stay at first. He's pretty adamant that he was safe. And Louisiana coach out there trying to talk things over with the umpire. And he is going to be ruled out, I believe. Or they're going to talk things over here. Now, this will be reversed. We will find out. Either way, there's at least 2 outs. And he is deemed out. So Nasser's going to go back to the dugout. And Alabama gets out of the inning. That was a great play by Zuhaki there to range over to his left, makes the catch, and then no. He had the out at first. So like I said, great defense on display here. Alabama going to look to claw their way back into this one. And we got a couple more shout-outs. Great job, Dalen. Comes from Aunt Candace. Thank you for that. As we are just past noon here in Lumberton, North Carolina. Sun is out, and it is very warm. Slight breeze blowing. It's hoping to cool us down a little bit here. As J.J. McCall now at the plate with his first at-bat of the game. And he hits a pop fly behind the plate. That's caught by the catcher. I believe that's going to be Hudson Wilkerson behind the plate to retire. McCall and Zuhaki will get his second crack at things. He needs a fly ball to left field that lands foul. That drops harmlessly, and we'll redo everything here. Zuhaki made that nice play to end the fourth. Grounds the ball to Powell, who makes the throw in time. Powell is steel trap over there in the 6 hole. Records another out, and there are 2 gone in the bottom of the fourth. Moving at a pretty good pace here. And that'll bring up Liam Bantow, who grounds 1 to third, where Osborne scoops it up, ranges to his left, fires over to Adams. Smooth transition. Records the final out, and Louisiana defense steps up once again to get Alabama out 1-2-3. And we're headed to the top of the 5th inning. Louisiana still leading 1-0. We're going to pause real quick, and when we come back, Louisiana will be at the plate. Michael Now here on JockJive Sports. Welcome back. Some more shout-outs to get to. Great job, Aiden Adams and Rustin, Louisiana teammates from Mary Mason. Thanks for that. And keep slugging, Kendall. Love you. That is South Carolina. They're playing over on field 2 right now. Not sure what's going on with that game right now, but the winner of that South Carolina-Tennessee game will take on the winner of this game at 4:30. Whereas the loser of this game will battle North Carolina immediately following this one. So we'll have a pretty quick turnaround. As Clarence Manyweather is set to hit for the second time in the ball game. He reached on a fielder's choice in the second. And we are ready to go after Coach Nasser gets a few warm-up pitches. And Manyweather ducks out of that one. And he hits a ground ball that's scooped up by Suhaki over at short. The long throw, not in time. Manyweather back in the bag. He is safe. He has an infield hit. And Louisiana starts off the inning well. And Hudson Wilkerson will now attempt to extend the Louisiana lead. And he hits a pop fly to right field where it is caught by the right center fielder Levi Summers. Out number 1 in the books. Manyweather stays at first. Jack Smith now at the plate, number 10. He was sitting by me earlier here today. Had a good view of the game on the table we got up here behind home plate, and he fouls one off to the left side on the first pitch. And another pitch to Smith. Takes it outside. Didn't like it. I like the chant over here. Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. It's original. I like the creativity from the Louisiana coaches. And we got another camera malfunction. We're going to fix that ASAP for y'all. As Smith grounds one to second, where the out is recorded. So you get Manyweather, but the throw back to first not in time to get Smith. So good turn by Roche and Suhaki. They get the lead runner and make 2 outs. And so Jack Smith over at first, and Nate Smith now at the plate. Takes that pitch that bounces in the dirt. And he gets a piece of that, and it rolls behind harmlessly to the backstop. And we got 2 balls in the middle of the field now. And Smith hits one to second, where it's caught by Roche, leaning to his left. Nice catch by him out there to end the inning. And Louisiana held without a run. Alabama keeps the deficit at 1. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Alabama trying to get things going. They got their 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up in Gregory Roche, Levi Summers, and Colt Wilson. And just a reminder, JockJive Sports Production works small events and large, from T-ball to the Toyota Center, youth sports to collegiate. Audio only to a full-scale production for ESPN. We do it all. To find out how we can cover your team or event, email info@jockjive.com, and we're going to get that camera fixed for y'all right now. I wish the sun would go away. We don't need this. And we're back with Gregory Roush leading things off for Alabama, trying to get back in the ballgame. They trail by 1 here in the bottom of the 5th, and he sends a ground ball through the 3-4 hole for a leadoff base hit. Nice piece of hitting from him to get things going for Bama. And Levi Summers will try to match it. Once again, the camera's jarred. Thought I had it there. And he takes that pitch in the dirt. A few more shout-outs to get to your tier. Say people from South Carolina thinking I got their game is Summers grounds one to Osborne at third. Nice play by him. And he able to make the first out at second with Manyweather covering the bag. Summers safe at first. So there's one gone and a runner on for Colt Wilson, who hits a line drive to center field that drops for a base hit. But they had the runner at second, but the throw is over the bag, and that's going to allow Summers to go to third, and Wilson to second. So Alabama now is their best opportunity of the ball game. And Mike Woody at the plate. So that was a single, and then Summers and Wilson advancing on the throws. And they're going to have a team meeting with the LSU infield, and we're going to get that camera adjusted one more time. So we are back, and Louisiana going to make a substitution. Jason Will's going to come in and take Tristan Nasser's place in the outfield, I believe it is, yes. And Mike Woody now will have his second opportunity at the plate, reach on a fielder's choice in the second inning. More shout-outs to get here. Let's go, Louisiana. Let's hold them. Thank you for that. And Woody grounds one to the outfield for a base hit, and that ties the ball game. Summers comes to the plate. Wilson able to get to second. And Woody, that sacrifice fly out there, does the job and ties up this one at 1. We got a good one, folks. This is about as good as it gets. And we got one from Go Alabama. Colt Wilson is my fave. I love you from Binka. And great announcer, thank you. I really appreciate that. And Colt Wilson now at third as Lavanda hits a single into left field. That's going to score Wilson, and Alabama takes the lead. Clutch hitting from Ethan Lavanda, finding the 5-6 hole. Alabama strikes for 2 with 2 outs in the 5th. And some more shout-outs here. Dalen, keep making me proud from T. Scooter. As we now have Tyler Searles at the plate, the catcher. He is 1 for 1 today. And he hits a pop fly to center field, where it's caught by Willis out there to end the inning. But Alabama takes the lead, and Louisiana now has 3 outs to try and get back in this game, man. We're in for a good one. This is so far definitely the best game I have seen all tournament long. And we're going to take a quick pause so I can get grips on the intensity here. We'll be back. Alabama leads 2-1 going into the top of the 6th inning. And welcome back, Michael Nauf here, and an intense ball game here in the winner's bracket. Louisiana, Alabama. Louisiana took a 1-0 lead in the 2nd inning and held that all the way up until the bottom of the 5th inning, when with 1 out, Mike Woody hit a sacrifice fly to left center field that tied the ball game when Levi Summer scored, and then A 2-out single from Ethan Lavanda scored Colt Wilson. And Alabama now leads 2-1. Louisiana going to try and tie this up or take the lead here in the top of the 6th inning. They've got to if they want to stay in the winner's bracket. As Keegan Compton takes first pitch low. So what's at stake here? A loss would send the loser, I take it, will go and face North Carolina on this field immediately following this contest, where the winner will await the winner of South Carolina, Tennessee at 4:30 as Compton grounds a ball to the 3-4 hole that sneaks through the infield. Compton's going to be safe. And he gets a single to start things off here. Louisiana gets the start they needed. And Dalen Powell will now get his third at-bat of the game. The leadoff man is 1 for 2 today. Infield hit in the first and struck out in the third. And you can feel the tension on both sides of the dugout here. The nerves setting in as these two teams have been slugging it out all game long. Great defense on display from both squads. All over the infield and outfield. And Dalen Powell might have been the best today over at shortstop for Louisiana. He's in lights out all tournament, takes that first pitch inside. Shortstops in this game have been awesome. Bryson Suhaki as well. For Alabama at shortstop, been making some nice plays over there in the 6 hole. As Powell once again takes that pitch in the dirt. He's got 2 left. To make something happen as Keegan Compton, his single to begin the inning. He stands on first, and Powell hits that line drive up the middle. Compton's going to have to book it to second to be safe in time, and he does make it. The throw from the outfielder Summers not in time. And Louisiana has runners on first and second with no outs. And Austin Lee now at the plate. He is 1 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first and singled in the third. And doesn't like that pitch well outside. And he trickles one to Woody at third, who turns around and steps on the third base bag to retire Compton. Good heads-up play by Woody, knowing he's got the force. And there's one gone here as Powell goes to second, Lee at first, and Aiden Adams now at the plate. He's 2 for 2. Watch that pitch bounce in the dirt. And unlike the rest of those pitches that have hit the backstop, that actually helped the camera a little bit. You can kind of see third a little bit better now, so thank you, Mr. Adams. You're doing my job for me. Ducks out of the way of that pitch. And he hits a trickler up the middle, swinging bunt. That's going to be fielded. No, there's miscommunication between Duncan and Searles as who would field it. And that will load the bases for Louisiana. Adams now has another infield hit. Powell goes to second. Powell to third. Lee to second. Adams at first and Jacob Brantley at the plate now looking for his first base hit. And it would not come at a more clutch time, as anything out of the infield would definitely score Powell from third, and Alabama's going to have a team meeting as Coach Suhaki is going to discuss some strategy with his team. And Louisiana faithful here cheering, "We are from Louisiana," getting behind their team. Got some great fans, that is for sure. I mean, they got some more shoutouts coming in. Go Louisiana, number 8, love you, bro. Ty Smith from Arcadia. Yay, Wilson and Alabama from Binka. Yeah, that was a great comeback they had there in the 5th. We got this, Louisiana. Go Dalen from Grandma Deborah. And let's go Dalen from Aunt Carla. Dalen represents a tying run. He's over at third. Anything from Brantley out of the infield would certainly score him. And he takes that pitch. And again from Coach Nasser, he grounds one up the middle where he'll be fielded by the second baseman, unable to field it in time, and he is able to get Adams at second. So there's one out, but Powell scores, tying the game. Lee's safe at second. So good play by Roush to at least get one out at second. Brantley's safe at first. The runners on the corners now with 2 outs. Tie ball game as Powell scored. Austin Lee at third. He is the leading run. And it is Kason Willis now at the plate. Going to try and give Louisiana the lead with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. They're getting rowdy in the left side of me in the Louisiana dugout as Willis whips a hard ground ball up the middle. That will be recovered by Suhaki. Steps on the bag at second to retire Brantley and end the inning. So Louisiana stays alive, ties it up, and Alabama will look to walk it off in the bottom of the 6th inning. They will have Sam Hall, Jeremy Griggs, and Beckham Duncan due up. They're all guaranteed to hit. And this has definitely been the best game I have seen so far, folks. This is 2 great teams battling it out here. Both undefeated. You know, you can tell why just watching and hearing this game, why these 2 teams have been so successful. There's great fielding. Both teams have been hitting the ball well, just at people, and the defense is making great plays all game long for both squads, and they're not giving up. They're battling out. Gritty performance from both sides here today. And if you want a copy of this game, this might be one you want to download and keep for a keepsake. This has been phenomenal. They're only $5. Just email info@jockjive.com, info@jockjive.com, and tell us what games you want. We'll send an electronic invoice that allows you to pay debit or credit card, and the games will be on their way to you. That is info@jockjive.com for a keepsake you'll want to have for a lifetime. So, at least some good news for whoever ends up losing this game, which would be a shame because both teams have been playing awesome. If this game ends relatively soon, they will have plenty of time to recover before their 2:30 contest against North Carolina, which will also be on this field. You can hear me calling that game. The winner, their game will be at 4:30 against the winner of South Carolina, Tennessee. Still waiting on an update from there as Sam Hall takes that first pitch. And we got some more shout-outs going on. Go Keegan, Team Louisiana, Pop loves you. As that one's taken and goes back here. Good inning, Dalen, and Team Louisiana cheering you on from Columbus, Ohio. Thank you. And we got another one, Go Rustin from the Wachuri family, as Hall takes another pitch. And Hall hits a line drive to left center field, where it's caught. A nice leaping snag there by Nate Smith to keep the runner off the base path. And there's one gone. And Jeremy Griggs now at the plate. Grounds one to Powell at short, scoops it up, makes the transition, and throw to first in time, gets the out. Powell once again eating up ground balls at the shortstop position. There are 2 gone now. And if Beckham Duncan can't get on base, we'll be going to extras. Duncan is 0 for 1 today. Flew out to short in the 3rd. And he pops one foul into the cage here. Takes that pitch inside. And he has the ground ball to left side where Osborne charged it, fields it, throw to first. Adams catches it. And we're going to extras, folks. Top of the 7th, here we come. All knotted up at 2. Louisiana going to try to push some more runs across the plate as Tristan Nasser, Tyler Osborne, and Clarence Manyweather are due up. We're going to take a quick timeout here to get our grips on things. And when we come back, it'll be the 7th inning. 2-2, Alabama, Louisiana. And we're back with Tristan Nasser taking the first pitch. Quick shout out here. Way to go, Ruston, Louisiana from T-Scooter. Thank you. As Nasser plunks one off the catcher Hall's mask. And Louisiana players over here getting rowdy. Alabama kids clinging to the fence, hoping their defense can get them out of the inning unscathed. And Nasser fouls one to the left side, up and over the cage, and he will get another crack at things. We're going to adjust the camera one more time.
Let's get the hot bats.
And as you see there, Tristan Nasser beats out an infield single. His ground ball to the left side got past Woody, but Suhaki knocks it down. The throw not in time. So Louisiana has a runner on to begin things here. And Tyler Osborne will try to drive him in. So Nasser represents the winning run. As Osborne takes the first pitch. He grounds one to Suhaki at short, who bobbles it. Not able to turn and make the throw to second in time. So Louisiana now off to a good start in this inning. Runners on first and second with no outs. And Clarence Manyweather at the plate. Both sides cheering on, trying to rally their team. Alabama trying to get it out of the inning without allowing a run. Louisiana trying to push the winning run across the plate. Here in the winner's bracket, Manyweather takes that pitch in the dirt. And a ground ball up the middle, fielded by Duncan on the mound, goes to third, where the throw bounces in. And there's a bit of a base running miscue here, as Nasser scores in all of it. Oh my goodness! Tyler Osborne didn't realize that Nasser had held it third. He was coming that way, so Nasser was forced to go home. And amid the chaos, Nasser was able to reach the plate as Hall, the catcher, came off the plate. So with Manyweather putting that ball in play, it created confusion. And there's runners on second and third with no outs. And Louisiana has the lead. (3-2), no outs. Hudson Wilkerson at the plate now. What a sequence of events as Wilkerson now grounds one to Suhaki at short, who bobbles it, recovers, unable to make the throw to first. Osborne scores from third, and Louisiana now leads 4-2 here in the seventh. And no outs still, and they're going to have a team meeting. The infield is. And we got a shout out to get to here. Shout out number 11, Tristan from Louisiana. Mom is pulling her hair out even here, over here. Tristan got the winning run potentially for Louisiana as Jack Smith fouls one off the helmet of Hall. And Smith hits a hard ground ball at Roche at second that skips over his glove. Manyweather is going to round third and come home. Avoids the missed throw. He touches the plate. Wilkerson goes to third. Smith goes to second. And Louisiana has opened up a 3-run lead. So the Louisiana bats have come to life in this frame. And that's what happens when you put balls in play. Good things happen. And I believe the Alabama second baseman, Gregory Roush, is getting his right hand checked up there. The ball might have skimmed off of it. That would hurt. That was a pretty good shot from Smith. Had some heat on it. And his grandfather, I believe, is one of the coaches on the team, goes over and talking with him, making sure he's okay. And he seems to be going to stay in the ball game. And we're back to action. So Louisiana, no outs, still runners on second and third. They scored 3 runs in this inning after going into extras, tied at 2. And the Bayou boys, resilient after allowing a 1-run lead to slip away in the 5th. Alabama dropped 2 on them in that frame. They're able to claw back in the top of the 6th inning, push a run across, hold Alabama off the scoreboard in the bottom of the 6th, and then do more damage here in the 7th as that ground ball from Smith trickles past the first baseman and score Wilkerson. It's 6-2 now. And runners on second and third once again. So the bats, like I said, heating up for Louisiana now. That brings Keegan Compton to the plate, who swings and misses there. And he grounds one to second, where Roush will field it, make the throw to first baseman. There's 1 out now. A run did score, so it's 7-2 with 1 out. And that was a good play by Roush and Griggs over there at first and second to record an out. There are now a runner on third. That would be Nate Smith after Jack Smith scored. And Dalen Powell now at the plate. He is 2 for 3 today. Takes that pitch low. And if Alabama can get out of this inning without allowing any more runs, they will have some work to do in the bottom of the frame. And Powell hits a high pop fly to left side where Woody makes the catch for out number 2. Nice play by him over there, ranging to his right. So put 2 in the out column. And Austin Lee will now try to tack on another run before the inning's over, and he grounds one up the third base line, but goes foul. And Lee will have to return to the batter's box. Takes that pitch inside. And a foul tip there from Lee keeps him alive. And Lee grounds one to second. Roush fields it. Throw to Griggs at first is in time. Third out recorded. But not before Louisiana pushes 5 runs across the plate. About as good of an inning as you could ask for. And Alabama has their work cut out for them going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Got a few shout-outs to get to here. We see you, Team Louisiana. Great job. Make nothing out of something, Clarence. The folks in Columbus. Way to go. Cause the confusion, Clarence. Keep it up, Rustin. And hot bats from Grandma Deborah. Thank you for that. And it will be J.J. McCall at the plate, second at bat of the game coming up. He will be the leadoff batter, followed by Brian Suhaki and Liam Bantow. They're going to try to mount this Alabama comeback. And if this result holds, Alabama would turn around and play at 2:30, and Louisiana would play at 4:30 against the winner of South Carolina, Tennessee. And a hard line drive to right field from McCall. Knocked down out there by Nasser. So McCall, the leadoff man, is on. And Suhaki will now have a chance to continue the inning and maybe start a comeback for Alabama. Suhaki hits a pop fly to center field where it is tracked and caught by Nate Smith out there. He's been a terror in the outfield today, making a few nice catches out there, that one included. And there's one gone here in the 7th as Liam Bantow will now get his third hack of the ball game. He's 1 for 2, a single in the 1st, grounded out the 3rd in the 4th. Takes that pitch outside. J.J. McCall over at first base led the inning off with a single. And Bantow, a pop fly behind the plate. Drops harmlessly. And Bantow lives to see another pitch. This was a close game throughout. Louisiana took a 1-0 lead in the 2nd inning. And held that until the 5th, when then before Alabama grinded out 2 runs in the bottom of that frame and took the first lead of the game. Louisiana, resilient, able to put one across in the top of the 6th inning and force extras after holding Alabama off the scoreboard in the 6th, and then in the top of the 7th inning exploded for a few runs. There's a hard ground ball from Bantow over to Osborne, is fielded, but the throw to second misfires, and McCall able to go to third now, beats the throw. And Bantow goes to second. And time is called. Osborne thought he had the tag on McCall there, but umpires see it differently. So Alabama now has runners on first and second with 1 out. And we're going to have a team meeting amongst the Louisiana infield. There we go. I made the mistake. There you go, Louisiana fans. I called you all LSU ones today. Some more shout-outs coming in. We had to go Louisiana. Lock them down from Chris Smith. Shout out, Clarence, Mommy loves you, doing a good job at second. As Roush hits a pop fly to left field. That diving catch made by Powell. Dalen Powell, again, with the sensational defense, going full Superman mode. Losing his hat in the process to record the 2nd out. He's been on an absolute tear all game long, and has almost single-handedly ended any Alabama offensive threat to the left side of the infield today. And it will be Levi Summers at the plate now. Alabama down to their final out. Should they lose, they will continue, however. They will play North Carolina. Following this game is a ground ball to Adams at first. Goes between his legs, and Summers is safe. McCall will score, and here goes Bantow to the plate. He will score as well. Summers going to go to second, and Alabama gets 2 runs here with 2 outs, and makes things interesting. 7-4 now, and it will be Colt Wilson at the plate. He's got a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And he hits a line drive over the head of Manyweather and goes into center field. That's a base hit. A throw back to the infield holds Summers at third. And Powell, who has the ball now, calls time to prevent the runners from advancing anywhere. So runners in the corners for Mike Woody. Who lines one at the left field line, fair. Woody with an RBI base hit. That's going to score Summers. Wilson coming to third. And the throw not in time to him. Woody retreats back to first. So it's 7-5 now. My goodness. This game has a bit of everything here. Will Alabama come back? Cole Wilson now at third after Summers scores. So runners on the corners once again with 2 outs. And Ethan Lavanda now at the plate. The Alabama faithful getting behind their team. And Lavanda hits a ground ball to left side. Gets through the 5-6 hole. Powell has no play as Wilson scores. Woody goes to second. So it's 7-6 now. Alabama with runners on first and second. Nothing that Osborne or Powell could do on the left side there. That one's a little too deep in the infield to make a play. So now it's Tyler Searles with runners on first and second. So the winning runs are on the base path. And it's up to Searles to try to drive him in. And he hits a ground ball to Powell at short. Makes a play. Beats out the runner to second. And Louisiana holds on. They survived the Alabama comeback attempt. And they will move on to the winner's bracket. And that will do it. So Alabama will turn around and play North Carolina here on this field at 2:30. That is in about, let's check the time. That's going to be in about an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. Louisiana will wait for the winner of South Carolina, Tennessee. Let's see if we got an update yet, and I think we might. And we do. South Carolina defeats Tennessee 3-2. And so Louisiana will meet South Carolina at 4:30 here on this field. I will have that game following the conclusion of Alabama, North Carolina. And when we come back later today, it'll be, like I said, Alabama, North Carolina at 2:30. So thank you all for sticking with us. We're going to read a few more shout-outs here and get through those. Great job. Not sure what side that's from. Way to go, Dalen, from your family. He played awesome. Dalen Powell, multiple exclamation points. Aunt Candace loves you. Thank you for that. Congrats to Tristan and Coach Anthony Nasser from Tristan's godfather. This is Anthony's brother, and thank you for that compliment. With a great job announcing. I appreciate it. Another one here. Way to go, Rustin from Love Mama. And good game, boys. That one is from Dalen's parents. So, and we got, all right, that'll do it for us here in this one. Louisiana sneaks out with a 7-6 win in extra innings. And at 2:30, Alabama will play North Carolina in an elimination game. So thank you all for listening. We'll be back, like I said, 2:30. Be sure to tune in. This is a presentation of JockJive Sports. Thank you all for listening.